what it is today, but I literally feel like my brain cannot focus or comprehend anything, and I'm very baffled by that.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Katie Joyce. Now, I did say that my upload schedule was going to be Mondays and Wednesdays, but that is a huge fat lie. I'm a liar. I'm a big fat liar. Because of my new job, I can't promise an upload schedule because I don't know when I'll be working, and like, what if I'm tired or whatever. All I'm promising is that I will try to get 2 videos out a week because I'm still trying to get to my 1K goal by the end of 2020, and we're doing pretty well, to be honest. We got a lot of new subscribers. If you're watching this and you're new, thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you, welcome. And if you're one of my older subscribers, hi mom. I really appreciate the fact that you were one of my first subscribers. Did I log into your iPad and make you a YouTube account so you could subscribe to me? Of course I did. But regardless, you birthed me and you were my number one. Number one in my heart. Number one on my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. But regardless, today's video is about Animal Crossing. Now, when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, I was just expecting to play it the way I played on GameCube, where I was like in my own little area, doing my own little thing, you know, fishing and catching bugs and helping villagers out. I didn't think I would be doing too much. I thought it'd be an easy game for quarantine to just like lay back and chill. But boy, was I wrong. Now, whilst looking for island inspiration photos from Facebook groups online, I also ran into people talking about events they were going to and doing trading, and I realized that these groups were much more expansive than just people in the community of players talking to each other, and that Nintendo Online was a lot deeper than visiting your friends' islands. It was a huge expansive community of all Animal Crossing players being able to access each other and their islands. Now, at first I was hesitant to visit these groups. It goes against all of my moral beliefs of stranger danger to go visit someone's random island. You never know what's going to happen, and sure, it's just a video game, but you don't know. You have to be safe. And then I realized I was being a bitch baby about it, and there was nothing wrong with it. People do it all the time. After realizing I was being a bitch baby about it, I started going to more and more events, and then these events turned into me joining more Facebook groups, which turned into then me looking on Twitter, which then turned into me looking on Discord, which then turned into me using Nookazon, and now we are here today, and I'm going to share all of my dumb bullshit knowledge to you guys about trading on Animal Crossing. The reason I'm making this video today is because I've been in these trading groups a while. It took me a while to navigate them and to learn and to find all the good deals and whatnot, and now I feel like I should pass that knowledge on to you. And with that being said, I'm going to break this video down into 5 easy sections. We're going to talk about where to look, which is where I talk about the platforms and the websites that I use. Then we're going to talk about trading in general. Then we're going to talk about cataloging events. Then fourth, we're going to talk about villager trades. And then fifth, we're going to talk about scams and how to avoid them. Because even though it's a children's game, people like to make people cry. That is the fact of the matter. So let's just get started. Hi, welcome to section 1. This section is going to be about where to look. So first things first, I'm going to start with my OG Facebook. If you look up the phrase Animal Crossing New Horizons or just Animal Crossing in general and click on groups, you can literally scroll through countless amounts of groups. Just find the ones that you want to be in and join them. Now, some groups have themes, so you can be in an Animal Crossing cottagecore aesthetic group, or you can be in an Animal Crossing Harry Potter group, or you can be in an Animal Crossing Disney group. All that means is that you are sharing a common interest of Animal Crossing, and they're combining it with the other common interests of cottagecore or Harry Potter. You get the drill. Like, it's not hard to explain. But if you're looking for a more generic group, you can just look up the Animal Crossing and join the first few. And if you're looking for trading specifically, just add the word trading and look at the groups and join the one that you think you like the most. Now, with groups with more members, yes, more trades are posted. However, I tend to find that prices are higher and people are less willing to give you a deal. Not saying that there isn't any. There's just a higher probability of more expensive items because trades come in so fast. And if you join a group with less amount of members, or you join a free help group or a fair trade group, they're not going to post as often, but you are getting more help when they do post. It's all preference, you know? I used to be in those bigger groups and I left some of them because their rules were kind of strict for me and I just wasn't a fan of it anymore. But they honestly helped me get a lot of items and I don't regret being in them. I just shifted my focus to being in less Animal Crossing groups because I'm 21 years old and I don't need to be on them all the time. I do use Twitter specifically to look for villagers by utilizing the search feature and putting in the words inboxes and then fill in the name of the villager I'm looking for. Now, the next platform is Discord, and some people like it and some people hate it, and it's all about preference. The reason I use Discord is because I find that it's much faster since it's text-based. I would get my trades done in 5 minutes, whereas Facebook took a lot longer. And while trades are fine on Discord, the best reason I use Discord is for the villagers, because the villager chat goes so quick. You can find so many different villagers, and it makes it so much easier to get a villager gone ASAP or get a free villager super quickly. Now, again, similar to those big Facebook groups, the trades happen so quickly that people don't like Discord because the prices tend to be higher, but personally, I think the speed of the transactions outweighs the price on items, and if you're not willing to pay that high of a price for it, you can just go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, it all depends on like what kind of trader you're gonna end up becoming, which sounds insane. The last platform is a website that was created specifically for New Horizons, and it is called Nookazon, like Amazon, but Tom Nook. That's a real thing. Now, to be honest, Nookazon is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. You can look up any item you want ever in the game, and it's there. It could be a villager, it could be materials, it could be a recipe. There's so much on there, and you could just easily find it. If you need a very specific item, I will say that's probably the best place to look, since you can find any item just by using the search bar, whereas the other groups, you kind of have to wait for a good deal to show up. But that being said, those are all the websites I use for trading. I will say I use Facebook the most, followed by Discord, then Nookazon, and then Twitter in last place. Moving on to section 2, this is just me talking about trading in general. What does it mean to trade on Animal Crossing? Now, trading means that you go to someone's island, or they come to yours, and you exchange an item or a villager, or they have an event going on, like a mystery bag event or something. There's a transaction happening where somebody is getting something from another player. Now, you might be thinking, Katie, that's so simple. It's just trading. You want to buy an item, you go buy the item from a person. It's simple. I don't need it explained to me. But there are so many other different events that happen in trading groups that it's not just a one-on-one item purchase from somebody. There are mystery bag events where you can go to someone's island for an entry fee and pick up a certain amount of bags, or you can go and spin a wheel to see how many bags you win, or there are events where there's yard sales where you can drop off a fee and then you can pick up as many items as you want, or people have inventory sales where they post their entire inventory that's on sale and you bid on it, and there's so many facets of it, but I'm not going to go into detail about that. If you have a question about it, leave it in the comments below. But in general, you go to someone's island and exchange goods, or they come to you and there's an exchange of goods. That's what I'm talking about with trading. Now, the next section is going to be bouncing off that idea of different events going on and talking about a very specific event that people post called cataloging events. You might be like me in the beginning and be like, what the hell is a cataloging event? And it's very simple and very cool once you get the hang of it. Basically, in New Horizons, once you pick up an item and put it down, if you go to your Nook Shopping app or the kiosk, you can find that item and buy it again. Even if you've never purchased the item yourself, as long as you have picked it up and put it in your inventory and dropped it back down, you can now buy it anytime in the future. So a cataloging event is when a person gathers a bunch of items, whether it be in sets or just mishmash items, and you fly to the island and you pay them an entry fee to pick up 9 items at a time and drop them and move on to the next section, and therefore you can buy all of these items in the future without having to purchase them yourself in the first place at like Nook's Cranny. Now, I love cataloging events because it's really hard to get one set of an entire furniture collection, and when I really wanted the antique furniture collections, I needed to go to a cataloging event. That way I can order everything and not just have like bits and pieces of those sets that I wanted. Now, this is skipping ahead a little bit to the scamming section, but cataloging events are pricey. The reason they are pricey is because of scammers. Cataloging events used to be very free and open, but what would happen is people would come with really cheap leaf items, and instead of dropping the expensive item that they're cataloging, they would drop the cheap item instead, and they would fly home with the expensive item, therefore stealing from the person who was running the event. Which sucks, because even though they can repurchase the item, if they steal it from the event and there are people coming after them, the event is already broken and they can't catalog that specific item. So because that would happen a lot, now people ask that when you're speaking on Facebook Messenger or Discord that you send a picture of your inventory when you're at their airport before you walk into the event and show that it's empty, you have no leaf items. Then you do the event. Before you leave, you send them a picture of your empty inventory again, and then you can go home and have fun purchasing all your new items. And that's cataloging. Pretty simple, fun to do, a great way to be a collector in the game. I love doing it. It has gotten me some really cool items and I'm very happy with it. Now on to my favorite section, which is villager trading. And I know, you're like, Katie, your favorite section is literally trading your neighbors and acting like they are items. Yes, it is. It's really fun to do. Now there are specific villager trading groups. I mentioned the Discord servers have like a section that's meant for villagers that you can see, but on Facebook, I use specific villager trading groups. I use the free initiative groups. I'm in like 3 of them, and then I use a basic trading group if I want to sell a villager. Now I know what you're thinking. Sell a villager? That sounds like PETA's gonna be on your door. But if you have a rare villager, you can make a bank. Nope, you can make a ton of money. Is it make bank? Make bank, right? I said make a bank. Join these groups, the free ones. It is awesome. People post stuff all the time. I have seen people give away Judy and I have seen people give away Raymond. It happens all the time. So if you're in these groups, it's a chance to not get scammed out of, 1,000 Nook Mile tickets, because that's the going price apparently for Raymond, even though I don't understand it. Oh my god, my battery's about to die. Hi, my battery died, so I'm on a different camera. But anyways, what I was saying is if you have an open plot or used my chaotic guide to kicking out a villager and now you have an open plot, if you see someone post a villager and you want it, comment it. And if you're the first comment and they say they'll private message you, then talk to them on the private messenger, and if it's free, there's nothing to worry about. They're going to give you their dodo code and you go to their island. But if there's a payment set up, which is not going to be allowed in a free group, but if you're in a not free group and there's a payment required, make sure you come with the payment and have proof of it. Now once they give you that dodo code, you simply fly to that other person's island and don't run off to that villager's house. But I will say, check the map, make sure that that villager actually exists on that island, because sometimes people will scam you out of that, which is the next section. And then if it's a free villager, just be nice, say hi in the chat, follow them to that villager's house. You walk in, talk to that villager until the prompt comes up to ask them to move here, and then once you do that, they'll move to your island because you have an open plot. Simple enough. Awesome way to get a free villager. I highly recommend it. It's so simple, so easy. Just be kind to the people that you're trading with. Now with villager trades, I tend to stick to the free ones only because I know people get scammed a lot. Even if it's a small villager, people could scam you. I'm not trying to scare anybody, I'm just trying to warn people. So I tend to stick to the free groups. But Discord has a great way to sell and buy villagers. Twitter, I use that search option where I just type in inboxes and that villager name, and then you can make an offer or DM them. And then on Nookazon, you simply just bid. And the thing with Nookazon is if you bid, then someone can outbid you, and it creates a bidding war. And that's why I don't personally use Nookazon, because people can literally see the amount you offered, whereas Discord, it could be first come first serve, or Twitter the same deal, and yada yada yada. But let's say hypothetically you went on Nookazon, looked up ketchup, saw a listing for 20 Nook Mile tickets, and you offer 20 Nook Mile tickets, and then they accepted, and now they are ready to send you their dodo code. When it's only 20 Nook Mile tickets, the minute you get down to their island, drop the payment, and then they will take you to Ketchup's house. But let's say it's 100 or more. I know what you're thinking, Katie, 100. Yes, 100. Villagers with no amiibo can go for a lot of Nook Mile tickets. Sherb usually goes from like 100 to 200, maybe 300 max. Audie goes for like 70 to 100. Judy goes for about, I would say, anywhere from 200 to 800 Nook Mile tickets, a pretty big range. And Raymond goes for probably 800 to 1,000 Nook Mile tickets. If you have a high ticket character, talk to them about paying half first and then half after because of scams. And what what you're going to do is drop half of the payment and then go talk to the villager, ask them to move in, make sure they say yes, and then leave the house, drop the other half of the payment, and then leave through the airport. Do not leave with the minus button. Do not. Don't leave with it at any event. Never leave with the minus button. When you get back to your island, make sure that says that plot is sold to that character, and bada bing bada boom, you're done. You're done and you got your free villager, baby. Or you paid for a villager, and that's totally fine and ethical, and PETA can come for me or whatnot, but it's cartoon characters and I don't really care. Now the last topic I mentioned is going to be scams. Now I know what you're wondering, Katie, why do people scam on Animal Crossing, a cute child's game? Exactly, it's insane. But scams happen all the time, and let me tell you, the drama that goes down with scams is more intense than anything I've ever experienced in my life. Now the biggest scams I see come from people who are purchasing Judy or Raymond. And the reason's simple. They are hot ticket items, they sell for a lot of money, and people want that money, even if they don't have the villager in the first place. If you're going to trade for one of these villagers, make sure the minute you land on that island, you see that villager is actually on the map. If Judy or Raymond is not there and you are trying to get one of them, leave the island immediately. They don't have it, don't drop anything, just go home. Just go home because they're lying to you. There's no explanation for them not being on the map, even if they try and twist some narrative. It's just, they're lying. They're lying, and I promise you that. But let's say that they are on the map. There's still ways that you can get scammed. Like I said before with villager trades, set up that half and half deal where you drop half of your tickets. That way, at least if you get scammed and you can't save it, you're not losing all of your money. And then go talk to the villager and drop the other half once it's secured and you know that they're not lying to you. Now guys, that was my guide to trading in Animal Crossing, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, and if not, just don't be mean to me because I'm sensitive and everything's still in retrograde, maybe or maybe not, but regardless, please don't hurt me. I'm a small child. Now if you like the video or you learned something new, hit the like button. Why not? Just do it. Please do it. Do it now. Do it. And if you want to learn about a specific topic or want me to talk about something specific, leave a comment down below and I would love to answer your question or make a video about it. You never know. You could be deciding the content I make next. And if you haven't already, please click subscribe or share the video to a friend who hasn't subscribed to me yet, because I'm trying to hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. I would love to be able to monetize my videos and I can't do that yet, so I literally do this for nothing. Just for nothing at all. I just do this because I like doing it and I would really like to just get some revenue out of it. That would be really cool. This goddamn guy is mowing the lawn so close to the house right now. Thank you so much. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a magical day, and remember, don't be a jerk. Goodbye. Focusing the camera is very difficult. Oh, there we go. So how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing well? I didn't even ask today. Are you guys doing well? I hope you are. I hope you are. I hope you're doing so well. Little baby, little bitch baby.